Looks like we're live. Hello, everybody. Just making sure we're good to go here. All right, we are all set. Well, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. My name is Jamie Chavez. I'm the president and CEO of the Westminster Chamber of Commerce, and I am joined by Bryan Head and Brett Popish, who are the moderators of the Readers Book Club, the Chamber Book Club for professional development books. And we're excited to talk to you about our next book today. So I'm going to turn it over to Brett and Bryan to talk about our pick for this month. And if the two of you want to let us know what the book is and why we chose it, we'll get started there.
Well, I'll kick it off because this month was my book. We had a good meeting last month. The book we read last month, Make Your Bed, was incredible. And this particular book, Stillness Is the Key, has been sitting on my bookshelf for about 4 months. And I'm just like, so the last book was a little short. So I got a bit of a jump start on this one. And by page 35 of this book, I was blown away. And I think it's a timely book because it's talking about how to kind of eliminate a lot of the noise that comes at us between social media, podcasts, news. I mean, all the different inputs, and really kind of limiting those inputs so that you can focus on what really matters in your personal life, your business, whatever the case may be. So again, within 35 pages, I'm like, yeah, this is a very timely book. So.
Yeah, 100%. So this one I had not read before. We have done one of Ryan Holiday's other books in the book club. We did that last year. I texted Brett as I think I was about 2/3 of the way through and texted him and just said, this is the right message at the right time for me because I find myself struggling with distraction and noise and that kind of thing. And the chapters are short, but I think in every single one I was able to pull something out of it that at least makes me more conscious of, how I'm spending my time and where my, distractions are coming from and that kind of thing. There's one chapter about going for a walk, and it was funny because I was doing the audiobook and I was listening to that chapter while I was on a walk. And I just started counting the number of times that I wanted to reach into my pocket and pull my phone out to check for whatever notification was buzzing at that moment. And that kind of, defeats the purpose of taking that time out of my day to just refocus. So,
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead, Brett. Looks like you were going to say something.
Oh, no, I was just going to kind of reiterate what Bryan said. And really, I think what I like about Ryan Holiday is he brings a lot of his principles, or he teaches a lot of the principles through stories of current figures, historical figures. And it's kind of easily relatable if you are up to speed on who that person is. Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods. The Tiger Woods story was really interesting. But so if you're interested in those types of people, that storytelling is really engaging.
Yeah, it's a wide variety of folks. I mean, he talks about like military leaders and athletes and political leaders and business leaders. So there's kind of something in there for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why do you guys think that this message is particularly relevant for leaders right now, especially in this culture where we celebrate hustle? Why do you think a book about stillness is important?
Well, I think there's a saying that they talk about in the book, and I've heard this saying in I think they talked about it honestly in Extreme Ownership, where slow is smooth and smooth is fast. It's kind of like a military principle. And the idea behind slow is smooth is to drown out a lot of that noise, but also not so much drown out the noise, but be more picky, if you will. That's not the best word, but more selective is a better word of what you allow to input into your brain, right? And with social media, with news, headlines, I mean, all the different things coming at us on a daily basis, it's hard to get caught up in those distractions. And this is really an eye opener to say, okay, like you were talking, Bryan, if you're out on a walk, be on a walk, be present in what you're doing in the moment, not multitasking or trying to do multiple things at the same time.
Yeah. And I think too, like so often if you're in that hustle mode, you're on the treadmill and you're not necessarily getting to the next benchmark in your life or whatever. There's an interview with J.K. Rowling, who wrote the Harry Potter series, and she said she's grateful that she had the opportunity she had a long commute that she rode the train, and she would just stare out the window and imagine. And that's when the book came to her. If it was 10 years later, she'd be scrolling on her phone and never would have had that opportunity. So we're kind of costing ourselves potential by constantly distracting ourselves or constantly focusing on the hustle and not taking that time to be still and just gather our thoughts and maybe imagine the next thing.
Yeah, definitely. I have not started this book yet, but I'm looking forward to it because I feel like it's something that I definitely need more right now, is just stillness and knowing, what is worth focusing on and what I need to maybe not focus on as much. But yeah, I think that practicing stillness can improve workplace culture and team attitude and just really be beneficial.
Yeah.
Did this book, other than kind of checking your phone a lot, did this book challenge any of your own habits or assumptions that you have on a daily basis?
For me, 100%. I mean, it's hard to break the habits, right? It's hard to, not check social media. It's hard to not check your email. I mean, it is hard to do that sort of stuff. But if anything, it gives you the awareness of, hey, I have a bad habit of this. I need to stop doing this, whatever that is. You know what I mean? And I think with any of the books we read, it's not so much you don't know the material or you don't know the principle. We know it. It's just a reminder to say, hey, kind of tap on the shoulder going, hey, this, why don't you try implementing it? And I think that's, a lot of the books that catch us at a certain point in time are there for a reason. And this book for me was there for a reason, in all honesty.
Yeah, I would say the same. It just, I think part of it too that struck me is just being fully present in the moment of what I'm doing. There's so often that I'm in a meeting that I'm also scrolling on my phone or also looking at different things. And then one thing that I am news obsessed, so I like to follow the different news stories and what's happening in the world, and just kind of realizing I don't need to do that 47 times a day. I could do it one time a day and just have the same level of information, and not distract myself from the other tasks that I should be focused on, or just being still and letting myself kind of decompress and be a better version of myself when I do engage in other things.
Yeah. I think go ahead, Brett.
No, go ahead. I totally interrupted you. Go ahead.
That's okay. I was just going to say, I think one thing that I love about the book club in general is a lot of these books, especially the ones that it seems like people have really enjoyed, apply not just to like professional development and leadership, but I always apply this stuff to like my family too, and like how I am with my kids. And so when I'm with my kids and I'm distracted because I'm answering emails or things are popping up on my phone, I've noticed that they start to emulate that even, and I'm keeping social media away from them as long as possible. But if I'm always on it, then that's still like something that they're gonna notice. And so I think that's good for, these books apply to all aspects of our life, which I think is good.
Yeah. I think you just said what I was going to say. So
great.
100%.
Yeah. Well, if you two want to just briefly talk about the book club in general and why people should come check us out, that'd be great.
Oh, you go, Brian.
Okay. Yeah. I say it every month. It's just a great group of people. Great venue. It's a Coca-Cola Beer Company, so good food and drinks. And it's just people that are committed to doing one thing, which is reading one book a month to better themselves professionally and personally, and then getting together with a group of people that are like-minded to have a conversation about that. And we're not real rigid with rules or anything like that. The conversation goes where it goes, and we have a lot of fun and laugh a lot. But it's been a great thing. We've been doing it now a little bit over a year, and it's a great group of people, and you're welcome, whether it's your 10th time or your first time. We'd love to see you there.
Yeah. Well, the other thing that I like too about the actual book club meeting is we all read the same thing, but we all get something different out of that book because of where we're at in our journey or whatever. And it's interesting to hear different people's perspectives on the same exact topic, because it's like the game of telephone, right? Like when you were a kid, you tell somebody next to you and that person says something, and by the time it gets around you, it's not the original message. This is interesting because we're reading the same message, but everybody's picking something different out of it. And it's really, to me, it's valuable because it could be, hey, I didn't think of it that way, or I didn't even pick that up. What chapter was that in, right? Maybe because I might have been checking my phone at the time when I was reading it. But you get the idea. And so when you get different perspectives, it really enhances that book that you read, because then you leave and you're like, oh, I didn't think of that, whatever that was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we are meeting March 24th this month. It's always the fourth Tuesday of the month, unless we have, a holiday or something like that. But March 24th, 4:00, Cocopelli Beer Company. It's a great group of people, so we hope to see some new folks, and hope you all enjoy the book.
Yeah, come and be prepared to laugh, because we do have a lot of fun.
It is fun. It's one of my favorite chamber meetings, for
it's
sure.
Not just rigid book clubs talk. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Yeah.
And good beer.
It's true. And you get to know people in a different way than you would at a regular chamber event where you're just kind of, passing business cards and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. Well, thank you too for joining me this morning, and thanks for everyone who tuned in. And we hope to see you March 24th at Cocopelli with our new book club, our new book.
Yeah, Stillness is the Key by Ryan Holiday.
Stillness is the Key. All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.